Hello. 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 Okay, students, please join. I'm waiting. Okay, your lab is going to start. Students, please join. I'm waiting. Okay, your lab is going to start. And please ensure that whether your the sound is audible and the picture is also clear to you. And please ensure that whether your the sound is audible and picture is also clear. And please ensure that whether your the sound is audible and picture is also clear. I think now the feedback is not coming. Please ensure.
Is it okay now? Sound is clear now? Okay. Okay, so just going to start the lab session. So it is your ESCS 291 lab. See, I have already given you the assignments in the Google Classroom platform. So we just going to discuss about some little bit about the uh, assignment that has been given to you. Okay. So before that, I'm just checking once that whether a lot of the people have joined or not. Eight, 10 people have joined so far, so I need more people. More people should join. Okay, so I'm just try to start the session. Okay, because the time is not enough time is there. So first of all, just I have to give some direction to you. That is how you can do this lab works. First of all, just download the lab assignment that's what has been given to you. After that, check out the assignments. Now majorly what the assignment I have given to you, I'm just showing to you. There is something like this. Total 4 number of assignments are there. First assignment is of loop, that is creating of a simple triangle, pyramid like triangle. Second one is your array program, that is basically the binary search program, okay, by using array. And then your creation of a 3x3 matrix, 3x3 matrix rather, and just make a program, write a program to create a matrix addition. Okay, so that is the important thing that you have to do. After that, the program to create a dynamic array of 5 elements using malloc function. Okay, so I think malloc function is already discussed by Owen sir in the previous class. So you just try to create a dynamic array consist of 5 elements using the malloc function, and last program is that write down the C code to generate the Fibonacci sequence, okay, up to a given number of terms n. That means if n is given to you as 7, so you just write 0, your sequence should be like this: 0 1 1 2 3 5 8. Okay, so these are the couple of programs that you need to do. Okay, so I'm just try to explain some of the programs. Let's suppose the first program. Okay, so if we consider the first program, so what is the fundamental logic that you have to build for the to do the first program? Can anybody tell me first of all? mm, if it is understandable by you, then you can easily do that, or else might be I just have some pretty basic explanation of that particular pyramid like structure. Okay, so what is that? Basically we need to create a nested loop in order to do that. Okay, so just see, here is the code. Okay, so any one of you who want to write this code, you can write, or maybe if you have some idea before, then definitely you can do it by your own. So what basically this logic says for this particular triangle is that if the number of row is given to you, say n equal to 3, okay, if it is n equal to 3, then it should create a 3 number of rows for first of all. After that, what it should do, it should create each and every time for each and every row. In the first row there should be 1 star, in the second row there should be 3 star, then 5 stars, so odd number of stars are actually have to be printed. Okay, so what should we do in order to do this? It is something like this, that you have to use this kind of nested loop that is mentioned over here. Okay, so just see, first of all, just take main function, int main. Within the main function we have using 3 variables. First variable is the number of row, that is keep track the number of rows. Then c and then n is the number of values, or the value that you are actually going to input here. Okay, so second stage, just write down this printf, enter the number of rows in the pyramid. Okay, take the value, scanf %d %n. After that you have to start your for loop. Okay, so there are 2 for loops. Outer for loop will start from row equal to 1 and it will run up to the less than equal to n. Okay, that means 1 to n is the range of the outer loop, and each and every iteration of outer loop, there are 2 inner for loop will be actually iterated. Okay, so 2 inner for loop means you have to create like this, that c equal to 1, c less than n minus row, c plus plus. So this is the first for loop that you need to create inside, and after that within that particular for loop you have to print the space. So what you need to do in order to print this particular structure, first of all you have to adjust the leading space. Trailing space doesn't matter, but you have to adjust the leading space. So in the first row, that is, it is clearly mentioned that in the first row you have to adjust actually 2 space if by n equal to 3. Okay, so in the first row, suppose my value of n is equal to 3, then how many times this inner loop will iterate? C equal to 1, c less than 3 minus row, that is row equal to 1, that means 3 minus 1 equal to 2, that means total 2 times it will iterate, and if it is 2 times iterate, so 2 space will be generated. And after that, this particular loop is used for creation of the star. Okay, so it will start with 1 and the value is c is less than equal to 2 multiplied by row minus 1. So if the row value is 1 here, then definitely you can see that c is less than equal to 2 multiplied by 1 minus 1, that is 1. Okay, and if it is 1, then in the first iteration it will actually print a single star, that means this one. Okay, after that the outer loop will again iterate like this, and as outer loop will again iterate, then we can say that my row, the value of row will become 2, and if it is become 2, then definitely you can say that this value will be n minus row, that is 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so this first loop will iterate once, so 1 star will get printed, that is for this. Okay, after that what happened? After that second loop will iterate, and second loop, in case of a second loop, 2 multiplied by row minus 1, that is 2 multiplied by 2 minus 1, that is total 3 number of star will get printed in this second row. Okay, and it will be same like the previous one. That means if we consider n equal to 3, then definitely in the third iteration, when row equal to 3 is correspondingly 5 star will be get printed, and here your 3 no space or 0 space will get printed. Okay, so that is the fundamental logic of this particular pyramid structure. Okay, so you just do this do this at very moment. And after that, second program is where you are to create an array of 10 elements and perform binary search. So while doing the binary search program, you should maintain one thing, that is your binary search program must contain an array which is consist of a sorted element. Okay, so either it is maybe descending order sort, or maybe it is an ascending order sorted, but it should be in a sorted order form. Okay, so in binary search you have to take care about that your your array should be in sorted order. So first of all, you have to consider a sorted array, and after that try to perform the searching over there. Now keep it in mind that in case of binary search, definitely you have to divide the array into two halves. Okay, so based on your middle value, the array will get divided, and based on your middle element value, your search will be proceed either in the left half or the right half. Okay, so I think it is already known to you, so try to do that. The third program, it is pretty easy. In case of third program, what you need to do, you need to create two 2D array. Okay, 3 cross 3 2D array is simple, and after creation of those 3 cross 3 2D array, each and every value row wise, you take row 1 column 1, row 2 column 1, row 1 column 2, row 1 column 3, then row 2 column 1, row 2 column 2, row 2 column 3, and so on. In this way you have to add both of the matrices. Okay, and final result, whatever you are getting, the result should be stored into another third matrix. Okay, so that you have to do for the question number 3. Okay, and finally that question number 4, that has been already considered or already discussed in your previous class, that is creation of the dynamic array of having 5 elements using the malloc function. So I think all of you are pretty sure and it is pretty clear to you that how you can create the dynamic array by using malloc function. Malloc function situated in stdlib in case of your dev C++ or C++. If you are using GCC compiler, then it is used in, or it is stored in malloc.h header file. Okay, so use that malloc.h header file, and then you have to create a integer array. It is normal that you can consider an integer array of 5 elements. Okay, so that is your fourth program that you need to do. Okay, and the final, that is your question number 5, is the C code to generate the Fibonacci sequence. Now Fibonacci sequence or Fibonacci number is something like that your if your nth element is say 0 and n minus 1th element is 1, say n, then definitely n minus 2th element will be always is equal to nth element plus n plus 1th element. Okay, so if we add these two elements, the third element will be like this. If we add these two elements, the next element is something similar with this. If we add these two elements, so it is basically equal to this. If we add this 3 and 5, it will be equal to this. Okay, so any element n is equal, is always is the summation of its previous and previous to previous element. That is the fundamental logic of the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, if you want to create the Fibonacci sequence, that should be, you should keep track, or you should thought about this operation and the logic. Okay, so how do you get it? Basically you can get it by using the single for loop. You can just use a single for loop, and then you have to compute each element. You have to print each element by keep tracking it previous and previous to previous element, and just sum up those elements and just printing out. Okay, so this is the thing, or these are the programs that you need to do in this phase. So if you have any doubts or any queries regarding to this program, then you can use or you can just give me your feedback in the chat box. Okay, so any questions, or any queries? Prasant Kumar, you are writing, sir, please repeat this step. Which step you are actually mentioning? I'm not can't understand it. Could you please tell me that which step you want to know? So any questions or any queries? If it is not there, then definitely you will go for the practice session. Just download your assignment and uh, ensure that every program you have to solve, you have to use either GCC compiler, or maybe you have to use the DebC compiler, or maybe if you have only your Android mobile, then definitely you can also use your Android C compiler, that is Droid CPP compiler is there, so you can use this Droid CPP compiler as well. Okay, uh, now after doing this particular assignment, you have to submit it. You should revert it back into your Google Classroom, and parallelly IMCRP test code is also, I think, given to you, so that you can check that IMCRP, log into IMCRP, appear for the test, and it will and you just complete in the entire test, and it will be considered as your attendance. Okay, so basically whatever you are giving into the comment box, this particular comments about your section and roll number will be logged, and it will consider as your attendance, as well as parallelly your IMCRP test that has been conducted and that has been given by you is both this will be conducted as or considered as your attendance for this particular lab session. Okay, so I think now it is complete. So let me check once. If it is done, then definitely I can say that now it's the time to create your lab session, a lab experiment, and it is 3:44, so you have 1 hour of time. Hopefully in 4:05 to 4:10 you have to complete your lab session, and then you have to revert it or submit it back. Okay, so I think is it clear for you? So please start your programs in the lab session now. Thank you very much. So I'm just logging out now. Thank you.